Watch out, Joker. This one looks kinda tough. Really? I think you underestimate me.
Seemingly ripped from the pages of DC Comics comes Injustice: Gods Among Us, a fighting game where you can finally pit Green Arrow against Doomsday, with the Emerald Archer having an increased chance of not immediately becoming a stain on the bottom of Doomsday's boot. Developed by NetherRealm Studios, the team that brought you 2011's awesome Mortal Kombat, Injustice collects a fairly impressive roster from DC's catalog of heroes and villains. You'll find your standard popular characters, including Green Lantern and Catwoman, and a few lesser knowns like Raven and Solomon Grundy. Mortal Kombat fans will be treading familiar ground here, but it's no clone by far. The game plays a lot like MK, but replaces the series' signature fatalities with less gory and more generally accessible super moves. Think along the lines of Street Fighter IV's Ultra combos, but with a modest amount of blood. However, these super moves require no special input sequence. You just simply press both triggers on your controller at the same time to activate them. Fighting game purists may think this to be blasphemy, but as a huge fan of the genre myself, I'm okay with it, because it gives casual players the chance to potentially present more of a challenge. Scene transitions are also an easy move to activate, and they'll most likely become a favorite among most players. Injustice has all the game modes you'd expect from a fighting game, including local and online versus modes, ranked matches, King of the Hill, and Survivor. As of launch, the online community seems to be pretty abundant, and the matches play smoothly. Although while trying out Survivor mode, I came across a strange occurrence. I was pitted against an opponent, but I had no idea, as my name was not at the top of my screen, it was someone else's. It took me a few moments to realize I was actually in control. I don't know if this is a normal thing, but it confused the hell out of me. Battle mode and the Star Labs missions are also unique game modes. Battle mode is similar to Mortal Kombat's ladder matches, where you fight opponents one by one until you reach your final nemesis. The Star Labs missions allow you to do a series of character-specific challenges in order to unlock certain items. Unfortunately, you have to pretty much play all the characters in the order the game has set up, though. So if you're hoping to unlock Shazam's new 52 costume, you're going to have to put some time in.
The nuke. Where'd you get it? What? You want one? Copy that.
Another feature that Injustice has that most other fighting games lack is a clear, presented story, complete with cutscenes. The story is actually pretty damn cool, and fits well within the DC universe. It even explains how it's possible that the Joker can go toe-to-toe with the likes of Superman. The explanation may not be profound, but it's nice that it wasn't an afterthought.
Harley tells me Superman made this pill for his thugs. Then Bat Boy's insurgents got some. Now we have them too. With these, a bus could fall on us, and we won't be hurt. Slapstick at its finest.
There's also a handful of minigames to break up the repetitiveness of all the fighting. The graphics are pretty awesome, especially for a fighting game. All of the character designs are interesting takes on DC's iconic characters, but I will say a few didn't really sit well with me. Wonder Woman in particular. Her Prime costume really bothered me. I dig the design itself, but the Wonder Woman model looks like she got hit with the business end of an ugly stick. Not to mention her shoulders are significantly wider than the rest of her body.
Love Diana's new look.
The voice work is solid, although some of the dialogue borders on campy, but mostly in a good way. The overall writing is actually pretty good, with a nice coherent plot and a lot of fan service. There's a 4-issue miniseries that acts as a prequel to this game, and you'll pick up on the more subtle references if you've read it. However, it's not required reading, as the game does skim over the important stuff.
You will know the meaning of fear.
Injustice is a damn fun game, and has the potential to be a classic, especially among comic fans. The disc comes packed with a great deal of content as it is, but dedicated players can buy the Season Pass for even more content, including the upcoming playable characters Lobo and Batgirl. Fans with an iPhone or iPod can also take advantage of the free Injustice app that allows you to play a similar experience on the go while unlocking new items and costumes for the console version. Currently, there's no better way to settle the age-old debate of who'd win in a fight, Superman or Batman. A word of advice? Always bet on Bat.